Children, in today's class, we learn how to solve the sums from the second exercise of the topic expression and formula. So, children, this exercise is basically based on constructing algebraic expressions. Now, we are in this exercise, we are given with the language, and we have to form the mathematical statement from the English statement, the general statement which are given to us. So, there's a few important terms that we are going to see that's are written in the statements. Just like first point, you can see it is written increases. So whenever it is written increases or add, okay, then we are going to use additions and we are going to add the term. Okay, like it is written, suppose we have taken example here, a number x increases by 3. Okay, or when x is added by 3, or when 3 added up to x. Okay, then the mathematical statement will be x plus 3. All right, so we know when increases or add term is used, right? So when decreases or subtracted is written, when any term is decreases by certain quantity or any term is subtracted by certain quantity, then suppose let's see the example, then we are going to use minus sign. In this example, it is written a number y has been decreased by 5. That means the mathematical statement will be y minus 5. So expression will be y minus 5. Okay, this is a statement written and we have formed the algebraic expression from the given statement. So the expression will be y minus 5 because decrease term has been used. Alright, let's see the third point. In third point is written the product or times or multiplied by. So whenever we see that it is written that the two terms, the product of two terms, or one term is, suppose a number is 10 times, so 10 times of a number is written, or 9 times of a number written, or it is written multiplied, suppose 4 is multiplied by a certain number, then we are going to use this multiplication sign. That means product times or multiplied by used. That means we have to multiply. Let's see this example. It is written here the product of x and y increased by 4. Product of x and y, that means these two terms has to be multiplied. So when we multiply x to y, we'll get xy. Alright, increased by 4. Increase means, we have studied here in the first one, increase means addition. Increased by 4, that means the product, whatever result we'll get, that has to be increased by 4. Okay, so the product of x and y, xy has to be increased by 4, so the mathematical expression will be xy plus 4. Alright, so here these are also important, like twice is used, twice of the age of a brother, or certain statements, and we use this twice. Twice means 2 times and thrice means 3 times. Alright, divided by means we have to divide, we have to use division sign for that. So if it is written, if n is divided by 6, that means it is written n by 6, or n, put divide sign and write 6. That will be the algebraic expression. Alright, so note down this much first. Let's see few sums, children. Now here it is written that write down an expression in terms of n such that triple the number, then add 7. Triple the number or 3 times a number, that means we have to multiply the number, and the number is given n. So that means we have to multiply n by 3. So when we multiply 3 into n, we'll get 3n. Now again they are saying that we have to triple the number and then we have to add 7 to the result. We have to add 7. We are not supposed to add 7 in n, right? So the answer will be, the expression will be 3n plus 7. Alright. See another sum. Here it is written that write down an expression in terms of n such that divide the number by 4, that means divide the number n by 4, then subtract 5. When we divide the number n, we'll get the result n by 4, and when we subtract 5 from the result, the expression will be n by 4 minus 5. Alright children, please note down this much. Let's see another sum, children. Now in this sum it is given that write an expression for the perimeter area of a rectangle and write the answer in its simplest form. That means we have to write the most simplified answer in most simplified form, right? And the diagram, which is the rectangle which is given to us, is here we can see that the length of the rectangle is given to us as 2p plus 5, and the breadth of the rectangle is given to us as 3p. So what is the perimeter of the rectangle? We know that the opposite sides of the rectangle are parallel and equal. We can say that the perimeter is the sum of all the sides. So, right, generally we write the formula for perimeter as sum of sides, right? And the perimeter for the rectangle also we can write as twice of length plus breadth, right? Twice bracket length plus breadth. Okay, now if we use this formula and write the, if this side is 2p plus 5, then this the side opposite to this one will also be 2p plus 5. If this is 3p, then this will be also 3p. So if we write all the sum of all the four sides, what we'll get? 2p plus 5 plus 3p plus 2p plus 5 plus 3p. When we sum these sides, we'll get 10p plus 10, which is the perimeter of the given rectangle. Now if we have to calculate the area of the rectangle, so what is the formula for finding the area of rectangle? We know that it is length into width, right, or breadth. So when we substitute the value of length and breadth, we will get 2p plus 5 into 3p. So we can multiply these values. So when we multiply, the answer that we'll get, it will be 6p square plus 15p. Alright, so that will be the area of the given rectangle. Alright children, please note the solution.